Okay. Hello everyone. Um, we got Smile Junkie in here, and we're just going to be talking about our thoughts on Baccano in general. It's going to be pretty off the cuff, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. Yeah, we were just talking about like where we're up to. So I'm up to like the seventh volume, like halfway through that. And Smile, where did you say you were up to right now?
English translations. So it's volume 19.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Nice. How are you enjoying that one so far, without spoiling anything?
yeah, yeah. So far it's good. I wouldn't
Good.
really. I obviously wouldn't say much. So
Yeah, fair enough. So I guess maybe for this recording we'd be doing spoilers up to like the seventh volume or something like that. Would that be good?
okay.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm curious what your thoughts on the first volume is, like just like starting out with Baccano.
I like the first volume, and especially a few things that the anime didn't really cover, or a few details about it. Yeah.
Sorry, it's hard like hearing you. There's a lot of like background noise.
Oh yeah, I'm like outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it's very windy here.
Yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, state that it's. I like the first. I'll just say this again if you didn't hear me. I like the first volume and some of the small details that might uh, be cool to see in the later novels. And I also like how how each novel connects to one another. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite things about the series, just how everything keeps connecting down the line. Like a character, you might see them early on, like Tick, for example, and then I didn't really think too much of him. I just thought it was interesting, and then he becomes kind of like a main kind of character in one part of the story.
Yeah, and yeah, I also like some of the references to some of the other nerd works like Durarara, where that tourist who got mugged in the first volume is actually in Ikebukuro, Japan, which is the setting of Durarara.
Oh, okay, so the guy who got the mugger at the start. Do you mean the guy who gets like punched in the face by Fira?
Yeah, the tourist who goes to New
Oh, the
York in
tourist.
2002.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what happened to that guy? So I guess like to follow his story, would you have to go into like the Durara story?
Oh, not really. It's just that he kind of lives near like some characters who are a part of that series. But yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So do you know which one came first? Like which story did he write first?
Wait, what?
Do you know which story he wrote first? Like was it Baccano or was it Durara? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, it was Baccano.
Oh, Baccano? Cool. That makes sense. Yeah, just thinking about the first volume. Yeah, it's interesting how we get like introduced to like Zillid very early on, and then he kind of gets taken out in that same volume, but he still has like so much reach in the other volumes after it as well. Like he's always like this constant presence.
Yeah, especially Volume 5 and some stuff about the homunculus, I think.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. I loved volume 5 personally. I just thought it was so interesting. Like it was very, I don't know, it was like you were like kind of exploring this village and you were completely in the unknown. Like even though you knew some of the characters like Miser and Shez, like other than that, you just didn't know what was going on. And it kind of slowly just unravels.
So, yeah. And,
Mm. Like your name, like Smile Junkie. Like that's
oh,
based on Elma, right?
yeah, it is. So, yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah. Elma's interesting. He's always like focused on making everyone, well, he wants like the positive outcome to always happen. I'm curious what you think about like that line in that fifth novel where like the author's basically saying that like this is kind of like Elma's evil side as well. I'm not sure if I understood that correctly. I was wondering if you had any thoughts about that.
yeah, like I'd say something about his evil side kind of refers to his like selfishness of having of making everyone smile for good or for bad.
Yeah. Yeah, because he tries to like he tells the demon to smile and then that makes the demon like completely uncomfortable, which I thought was interesting as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
wait, what?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying something.
Oh,
With that, because like it's implied that demon will like he's gonna be like a character in the story or something, or he's like looking over Misa in some way. I mean, obviously, I don't want to get spoiled if that's true or not, but that's where my mind's going. That we'll actually be able to meet him or something like that.
yeah. I think yeah, you've heard. It's a character that you probably have met, and he was mostly, well, not really mostly in the background. Just he was there, or they were there.
Ooh, okay, that's good. That means there's gonna be a moment where I'm like, no way, it was that guy.
Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, that should be really good. The like the railroad arc, like those two books, is that like what Baccano is kind of mainly known for right now? Like,
oh yeah, like especially with the anime, um, it's most well since the anime mostly covered those two novels and
right.
somewhat covered Volume 4, but not that well, and covered a good amount of Volume 1.
Yeah. I noticed with volume 4, like what you said in your video was completely correct. Like with like Nick's character in the anime, it's just kind of an amalgamation of his character in the novel plus Henry's character. Like he just kind of put together.
Yeah, and
Mm,
the Dallas storyline a bit, where
mm,
Dallas is the one being hunted by Gustavo instead of Roy. And yeah,
mm.
there was, and yeah, I feel like if they were ever gonna do a season 2, or they would have to like retcon the 1932 storyline of the anime if they want to add the drug storyline and make it as faithful as it can be.
Yeah, yeah. I really hope they do like a season 2. Do you think there's a good chance of it? As in with the story perhaps coming to an end soon?
Maybe like it's a positive it could happen. I just don't have high hopes for it to happen.
Yeah. Mm. I guess like the only shining light in it is that like Durara got like a complete adaptation, which is good.
Yeah, like the main series got adapted and just the SH novels, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. But I'm hoping that because like if the reception for Durara was like if it was really really good, then there's a chance that then again I don't think Baccano really took off, did it, when its
Yeah,
first
it
season
didn't
came out?
take off, and I feel like that nonlinear story structure, like with the addition of it being weekly, might have hindered that a bit.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because that was like, as in like reading the novels is one thing, and it does feel kind of like disjointed, but in a good way. But when I was watching the anime, like if I was watching it for the first time, considering they jumbled like 4 volumes at once, and you're trying to keep up with everything that's going on, it's pretty hard to like keep track.
Yeah, but unless you've unless you've rewatched it or, or reading the novels, yeah.
Yeah. Mm. But it was something cool they did. Like they made the like the president almost like the narrator in the anime.
Yeah,
Um,
like, yeah.
mm. I'm not sure if his character was that different. I mean, I don't really know much about the president other than like Volume 4. Just that like that funny scene where we find out that he's just been behind like the desk the entire time, despite all the action that's been going on. He's just been chilling
Yeah.
there. um, mm.
Mm, yeah.
I always enjoy like Isaac and Mira's characters as well. They're always fun. Like sometimes I'm like, are they saying something profound that I'm supposed to actually kind of listen to? Like that the author's telling me like, hey, this is important. And it's always hard for me to like figure out if they're just saying random stuff or if it's actually like something I'm supposed to remember. Like, oh yeah, they said that vague joke that'll play in later, but I don't know.
And I really wanted more of them. Like when I first watched the anime, I was completely unaware about the novels, and yeah, I just moved on until I found out that Baccano had novels with, and the fact that it's ongoing.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and then you like just sink your teeth into them. You just go through them like one after the other. Oh, sorry, it's breaking up.
Used.
Mm. Like a lot of what's interesting is that like I don't tend to read like many books like at all. Um, so like Bakken is kind of like the first kind of like book series with like words and stuff like that I've kind of fully gotten into. Um,
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. And yeah, it's like the first light novel I've ever read. So yeah.
mm, the first light novel I read was like Boogie Pop. I think I mentioned
Oh
it in
yeah,
a
yeah,
comment.
you mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Like I watched the anime for that one, and I really enjoyed it. But then I saw like a bunch of people saying that they had no idea what was going on, and then that the light novels were a lot better. So I checked out like the light novels, and yeah, like I can see how they were like confused because like the light novel does go into so much more detail. Um, but yeah, I think that was like my light novel journey, like where it began. Um, yeah, like up to obviously not mentioning characters after volume 7. Who do you
Yeah.
consider your favorite characters to be?
It might be Huey. Um, yeah, Huey. Obviously Isaac and Miria,
Yep.
and then well, again obviously Elmer,
Yeah.
and then yeah, let's also say Claire, Felix, whoever he goes by now, and then a lad as well,
Mhm.
and yeah, oh yeah, Christopher. I liked him especially in 1934, which
Which one's that
mhm,
again?
um, oh 1934 is like volumes 8 through 10. So yeah,
Ah, okay, cool.
but he did get introduced in volume 7, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I've just met him. He seems pretty wild.
yeah, and then yeah, there's like a ton of characters
Yeah,
to pick.
that happens to me as well. Like I was thinking the other day, I was like, who are my favorite characters? And then I just started listing, and then eventually, like in my head, I had listed all of them. Yeah. Oh, one thing I'm looking forward to as well is that magician character from the Railroad arc. I have
Oh
no
yeah,
idea
Fred.
who that is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm keen to see.
yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's like in my head, this is the way I see him right now. He's like I don't know, old dude who's in grey clothes and kind of mysterious and doesn't have that much life in him. But for all I know, he might be completely different. But I'm interested in seeing where he goes. Also, he has like one of the white suit members with him, I think. I think it was one of the white suits. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
the white suit member. Dang. Well, the anime OVAs did partially cover the side story called Another Junk Railroad, which later on became Volume 14. But yeah, that white suit member has like gets revealed in that, but the anime didn't get to there that point.
Hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I
so
have all
he's
the
one of
novels
the
around
minor
me.
characters.
The white suit. Volume 14. That's the one with like another junk railroad special express. Is that
Yeah,
it?
that's the yeah, that's it used to be like it's a revised version of the side story. So you
Ah, cool, cool.
which did get some yeah, did get adapted in the OVAs, but not a lot of it.
Ah, okay. Oh, that makes yeah. I mean, if another like railroad kind of story gets adapted, then like that makes sense that that's like the popular thing for Baccano.
Yeah, and yeah,
Hmm.
because but yeah, um,
Yeah, I'm really interested to see like Huey. He seems
oh yeah,
very fascinating. He's like the character that's been built up, I feel like, just kind of as I've been going through the novels. I don't know if we hear about him in volume one, but I think in volume two, we hear about Huey and we see like Goose and everyone else. And so at the start we're just like, who is this guy? Is he evil or what's going on? But then we meet Chane and then we're like, oh, maybe he's not that bad. Um, yeah, and yeah, just as these volumes keep progressing, like Huey becomes like he became like more mysterious, like especially in volume five when Alma and Misa and Shez were all talking to each other. Like, um, yeah, you just I don't know. Like to me, he became even more mysterious and interesting. And then in volume six, we get to see him kind of for the first time talking
yeah, with
with
young
Tok.
China.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, talking young China.
Yeah, young China as well. Yeah, she like kind of pops up and then runs away.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, yeah. Like one of the latest, so like one of the latest things that I read, like yesterday, was that Huey has a special kind of connection with Alma. So I didn't see that
Oh,
coming at all. So like I don't know
yeah,
anything about that, but it was just I just found it so interesting because like it's kind of revealed that he can see like the members of his group as just like sometimes as guinea pigs within his experiment or something like that. Like he can even see his own daughter like that. But Elma's
yeah,
like special in some way. Um, yeah, it's and he doesn't want to make other people or like random civilians get hurt or stuff like that. Not because he cares per se, but because that would make Elma sad. So I don't know, I'm really interested to see like what their dynamic is because I really like Elma already. So, but it was like really surprising to see that Elma would have this kind of connection with someone who's so different from him, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, yeah, you're in for a treat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, that's good. That's good. I'm excited. Mm. What are your thoughts on Lad? Like, what do you
Lad,
like about him specifically?
I, I, like, I'd say I liked his dub voice and like just the chaotic nature of Lad. Plus, like he doesn't want to like kill people who I forgot. Like, yeah, he wants to kill people that think they are gonna survive or I've something along that way. It's been
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and yeah, in the anime Lad in volume 8, but he someone volume 8, but in the anime he is there in the OVAs, I mean.
Right. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll probably check out the OVAs after I finish um like that novel for it. So I guess that'll be a while.
Yeah.
But yeah. Though I haven't actually finished so like what I did was I'd watch um wait, sorry, what did I do? Oh yeah. So like I read like the first three novels and then I wanted to watch like the anime versions of that, but then after I saw that the anime was also jumping around um between the like the fourth novel as well, like some plots within that. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't watch it. So I ended up reading the fourth novel as well, and then I went into the anime. But but then like when I was watching the anime, the fourth novel wasn't adapted in the way I thought it would be, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was very
Yeah.
confused. Mm.
Yeah. And it sucks that Beg made a cameo in the anime, but the direct storyline didn't get adapted.
Ah, damn. Yeah, and Beg's ending is like just sad.
Yeah,
Mm. It was always after that high kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah, because in that fourth novel they jump to the future, as in like way into the future, and then Maiza and Shez are meeting him in like some hospital, and he's just kind of out of it completely. But he's thinking
yeah.
about his time with Shez, I think, on the boat.
But
Oh,
yeah, maybe I don't know.
okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing like even if we see like with this series, right? Like even if we see the end of like certain characters, like Zilad, for example, like they're still going to
Yeah,
be relevant in like the other timelines. So I guess just more and more will get revealed about them.
yeah. It's kind of like immortals are still alive even after death, or if there's
Mm,
some remnant of that occurring.
mm,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. Oh, so like out of the 7 that I've read, do you reckon you could rank them on the spot if I asked you to right now?
Okay, let's see. I'd say one would probably be volume at number one. Okay, so
Oh yeah, could you, I don't know, this might be a big ask. Could you go through your favorites list again? I'll like write them down and then I'll give
yeah,
it to people.
number one would be volume 5. Number 2 would be volume 4.
Yep.
3 would be volume 7.
Yep.
4 would be volume um, 3, and then 5 would be volume 1.
Yep.
Then 6 would be volume 6, and then 7 would be volume 2.
Mm, nice, nice. Just trying to figure out what mine is. Let's see. So number 1 is also volume 5. So we got the same for that one. Number 2, yeah, I'm struggling with volume 4 and volume 3. I don't know which one I like more. Like I know in the previous podcast episode I said I liked volume 3 more, but
Yeah.
I don't know, because like the more I see Claire in like other volumes, like I just feel like I like the Claire I'm seeing more in other volumes than the introduction of Claire for whatever reason.
Yeah, like the Claire everyone, well, who've watched the anime knows, and the Claire that just is there in the background.
Yeah, because it's like,
I'd say it's a treat to see Claire once in a while.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. Tough up between volume 4 and 3. I think for now, that's the thing. Like I always think back to like the Kate Gandor stuff. I just love that stuff. Her whole little history and her relationship with Keith.
Yep.
Ooh, this is hard because I also like is Rachel's story. That's volume 3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, volume 3, and then she makes a little.
Hmm. Hmm. I might still put volume 3 as my number 2 for now. Yeah, I'll put volume 4 as number 3, but those two are very, very close. Obviously, I can't rank volume 7 just yet, but I've been really enjoying it. And now it's between 1, 6, 2. Yeah, I'd probably put number 4 as 1. I don't know which one I like more between 2 or 6.
I slightly prefer 6, mainly because, well, Huey's introduction, like his face and all that, and that
Yeah.
scene with Firo, like being enraged by Isaac and Miria, or yeah, like Isaac and Miria being furious that Firo knocked down the dominoes.
Yeah. That was, oh man. That was really funny at the start. And then you find out what he's actually worrying about. And you're like, oh no. But it's that was hilarious. Yeah.
And then, like throughout the whole 1933 arc, they want to say no. They want Firo to say uncle.
Yeah. Oh man, that is true. That's really good. But the thing is, like, I really like Jacuzzi, like his whole story, and I feel like
Yeah.
volume 2 is all Jacuzzi, but then Goose just isn't that interesting. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Naria could have done a bit better with Goose.
Hmm. He's like a one. Well, I mean, he's just like one and done, right? Well, maybe he's not, because like there are different
Yeah.
timelines. So who knows?
Yeah,
Well, you'd know.
probably
You'd know.
from I'd say probably from like a side story or heck the 2015 manga adaptation, but I don't think Goose would be here.
Right. Hmm. Oh man, I'm really struggling between those two. I don't know, because like I like Jacuzzi more than I like Tick or Maria.
Yeah.
But man, it's rough. I actually don't know. I mean, actually, I'll just flip a coin. No. Okay, I'm gonna actually think and figure this out. Which do I actually like more? I think deep down, I do like volume 2 more for now, only because I haven't seen the payoff for like their character arcs in for like Tick and Maria's character arcs, which will probably be coming in volume 7. And then I'll like appreciate the build up more as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, interested to see volume 7. So far, volume 7's been a real treat. 1, 5, number 2, 3, number 3, 4, number 4, 1, number 5, 2, and number 6, 6, and 7's in limbo.
Yep.
I'm curious what your thoughts on Jacuzzi are.
Yeah, I'd say these are one arc, and yeah, I also liked him a bit in 1933,
Hmm.
and I do like him and Niece's relationship, and also, um, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Nisa's relationship is pretty wholesome, I think. Like how he oh, what did he do? I don't know if I can 100% remember, but he like something. It's because something happened to her eye that he ends up getting like the tattoo. Is that right?
Oh
I
yeah,
can't.
she accidentally blew herself up, and then Jacuzzi, to comfort her, got that tattoo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought that was really good. Also, like the thing I like about Jacuzzi is that like at the start he's like a crybaby, right? But he does
Yep,
all the crying so that when when shit gets real, like he doesn't cry anymore and he actually takes action, which I thought was cool.
yep.
Mm. But yeah, so far in
That's what I like. Yep.
yeah, so far in like volume 7, haven't seen that much from him, at least where I'm up to. So I'm curious to see what he does, or maybe volume 7's more about introducing like Christopher and just kind of building the plot and just kind of getting Tick and Maria and Tox storylines done.
Yeah, I'd say that was what it was going to.
Okay.
I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. What characters have we not talked about? Oh yeah, how's like how much? What are your thoughts? Sorry, are on Chane?
Oh yeah, I do like her, and yeah, I don't. Oh well, for anime only, still know that the reason why she doesn't talk, but I don't think that's ever mentioned in novels. But yeah,
Okay.
I like that moment where I think Mary Barium was going to get attacked, and then she swooped in, and Chane swooped in to save her.
Mary Berry.
Yeah, that's Senator Barium's daughter who was on the train.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to recall that moment. Isn't it Rachel who saves them? As in she's
Might have been, because I think that scene I was talking about might have been the anime.
oh, did they change it up?
Yeah, they changed out a few things, cut out characters like Fred, and yeah.
Uh, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, that's interesting. So they wait, so they cut out Rachel? I thought I saw Rachel in the
Oh,
anime.
they didn't. I don't. Yeah, they didn't cut out Rachel. It's just that maybe that scene with Rachel might have been replaced with Chane.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because from memory, I thought Chane just yeah, she like finds Mary, like she's like in like a closet or something. She's like trying to hide, and then
Oh
Chane
yeah,
finds
I
her
think
and then gives
yeah
her
that
the
was
goose.
what I was referring to. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then um, yeah,
Hmm. I thought I thought Lad was pretty crazy in like the third volume, like how he like punches, like he's like falling off like the train, trying to like save Lua, and then
yeah,
he sees something in front of him, he just punches the shit out of it. His arm like just explodes and stuff. And I remember in the novel, like it said that he was like he didn't really care and stuff like that. But I remember in the anime when they show it, like his arms just like barely there, but there's like blood coming out everywhere, and he's like just waving to the police.
yeah, yeah. When I rewatched the anime, like I forgot how brutal the anime was.
Yeah, yeah. Same with like Shez getting like put on the tracks by Claire. Like that was brutal. Oh, man. Oof. Yeah. Yeah, because yeah, in the light novel, it's like you see him screaming, but like you don't see it. But then
Yeah,
in the anime, you're just like, holy shit, this kid's getting like ripped to shreds. Hmm. Oh yeah, are you fond of Shez? He's probably one of my favorites.
oh yeah, definitely.
Hmm. His moment in the fifth volume where he like it's like he yeah, where he's like he kind of throws himself into the fire to kind of break like the rope around him and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
liked that illustration. It was one of my favorites.
yeah, yeah, that was sick. Yeah, and it was good because like he had that conversation with Alma about how he like he just can't like he doesn't understand like how like Miser and everyone can just be like all smiling all the time and how they're okay with him just acting like a kid. And I guess because of that difference, he can't really see how lucky he is to have them. But then when he sees just how horrible the villagers are, he's like, oh yeah, I get it now. Like I actually was lucky. Like I have these really good people. And
Yeah,
then yeah.
yeah.
Mm. All right. Um yeah, I guess we can I'm gonna stop the recording. So thanks everyone for coming to watch. We'll leave the we'll to find Smile's account, check the description below. And yeah, thanks for listening.